All right. This is Troy Gray. I'm the director of Spindle Talk Gladys City Museum, and we are here at Ben Rogers Visitor Center off from I-10, and we're visiting with Kathy Hughes, who's in charge of this place, and we're asking her, what does the Spindle Talk Gladys City Boomtown Museum mean to her?
Well, I was one of the lucky kids that started out taking field trips and things like that to the museum. So I had a lot of knowledge about it even before I got in the tourism industry. And so I always thought it was really cool how it was of course we called it kind of a ghost town back then. And I know it's much more come to life in these last few years, which is great. But I had a knowledge of it when I was a kid, and we thought it was cool because, the oil shot up in the air and, for thousands of feet, and they couldn't put all the oil in the containers, and, so that's kind of what I was thinking when I was a kid. And of course, we loved the saloon, we'd hee while we were in the saloon. But then I got into tourism. And so years ago, myself and one of the museum employees, we would get together and we would play Mrs. A. Brown and Gladys Bingham. And so we would meet these buses, and as they came in, and we were dressed in period costume, and we would do this little skit, and we just had a blast. And so when they would talk to us, we'd be able to tell them that these are real people that lived at that time, and that they're in the census books and in the, I don't know, whatever, but their names are in there. And so that was awfully a good time. And I mean, the people would just love it. And so from then on, I've been able to participate in different things that are going on, special events and things that go on at the museum. But one of the coolest things is here working at the Ben J. Rogers Regional Visitor Center in Beaumont, Texas, in Jefferson County. And we have visitors from all over the world come in. And the thing is that people here in the U.S., I think we take our oil industry for granted, but people outside of the U.S. study this, and it's very important to their studies and their international studies and about their science. And so they want to come in. They know about the oil industry. They know that that people would dig for, they drilled for oil and how it would come up and how there wasn't very much at that time. And then, January 10th, 1901, you had this gusher that blew in the air for so many days. And that's where the oil industry started. So it was really a kicking off point. And so they understand that. And so it's really neat to see their point of view when they come in, because they're excited about it. They want to go out there. They want to see. They want to see what it was in that time of the Texas history, because everybody wants to go to Texas, right? And so it's really been a neat thing for me to kind of start out as a kid learning about things and having it more simple. And then as I've learned more about the history and about the fun part of it, because there's a lot of cool things that went on during that time that's kind of a little spicy and kind of interesting. And then really then gotten the other end of it, where it's educational and how important it is to every day-to-day life here on this planet. So, I really feel blessed that we have that here.
What are some of the things that you hear people say from a tourism standpoint about the museum or Spindle Talk?
Well, we have COVID right now, and so everybody's wanting to get outside and see things, but people are still people, and they want to learn while they experience something. They want to have fun while they experience something and learn all at the same time. And it's been really nice to be able to point them to one of our museums who is, it's an outside. You walk in and out of the doors, that you're going along CDC guidelines for social distancing and all that. So right now, it's been really nice for us to be able to say, well, you can do this and this, or you can go to this museum that's outside. But a lot of things that people have said while they've been here is, they'll ask specific questions. They'll want to know, people that have been out there before, they'll say, especially children, they'll say, "Did you know that the dentist was also the doctor, and that the guy that shaved your beard was the dentist?" And they were just like, "Oh my gosh," kind of going backwards of the doctor and the dentist, and they shaved beards off and cut hair, and just little things like that. And another big draw, of course, is the blacksmith shop. People are fascinated by that. They want to know when the gusher is going to blow, and so we're able to call the museum, find out what the schedule is, and then they can really get out there and see what it happens. And something I think is cool is that I love it when the gusher hasn't been blown in a while, and the water's been sitting in the tank and it's a little darker. And so when you blow the gusher, it's a little more realistic. And so it's exciting. And of course, the kids, I always tell them when they're going out there to make sure and, stay where their parents tell them to, because, the water comes up and you'll get wet. And so, the kids are like, "Ooh." But, the biggest thing, though, are our international visitors and the people from up north, because they learn about us and about Spindletop. But I think the South, especially our area, we learn about it, but it's been here all of our lives. So it's really cool. And a lot of people want to go out to the original site. So you're right there close by. I get to tell them where it is. There's a walkway, and, that's just another plus.
Well, very good. Well, thank you for talking with us.
Thank you so much. And I hope everybody will take advantage of getting out to the museum and seeing what history was like back in the day, and how far we've come, and just enjoy. Make sure you read a little bit and find out some of the specifics, because that's what really brings it home, what makes it personal. And while you're there, make sure and pick up a jar of their jam. It's really good.
Very good. Thank you.